We started 2024 off with a trip to Alabama. But before we went to Alabama, we stopped in Tennessee. And it was for my dad's birthday. Stopped at the Hibachi place, which is one of his favorites. And they had him put on the cape there for his birthday. And he did a little dance. He enjoyed it. And then we got together with family and friends when we got to Talladega, Alabama. And we all went out to eat to our favorite spot, top of the river. And did some business as well while we were there. Then we got back home and we headed to San Antonio, Texas for a conference that my husband and I attend every year. And we had a great time. Shout out to Stephanie, who was our plug for that. We appreciate you. And we had a great time in San Antonio. I was trying to win some prizes. They asked me to do an interview. It was great. We tried to get home, but the East Coast storm happened, and we ended up having to rent a car from Chicago to get home. And then we got back home, and then it was time for City Life Detroit partnership with Project U-Turn and our Ruby Girl program. I did release the song that you're listening to, I Am Woman, and then we headed right back to another trip. We were invited to California to get an experience of what Ontario, California had to offer, and we had a great time, met some great people, and the hospitality was amazing. Okay, then I got home, my husband got me a new truck, and we went all the way to Texas, Houston, Texas, that is, for Uncle Henry's 90th birthday. And we had a great time, met some more family members that we hadn't seen in a while. And we got back home in May, and it was time for our trip that our church sent us on to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico. It was amazing and a fabulous time. We really enjoyed ourselves and done some things that probably we wouldn't have done. And it was fun. The best part was they prepared your bath water. How about that? Got back home, and it was our first time going to U of M campgrounds with Kids Kicking Cancer. We loved the craft room. We stayed in there most of the time. It was totally amazing. These are just some of the items that we were able to make while we were there for the craft room. Oh my goodness. Then did some archery. Also met some other amazing people as well. Then I set up the photo shoot for this book release with my winning season. Don't look like what I've been through. #1 bestseller. You can get the book if you have not got it. You got to check me out. Go to my website and you can pick it up. Thank you, Dr. Mary. Of course, I've done One Day with God camps throughout the year, and it was an amazing time. I got a chance to speak with MCON leadership, and then we headed over for a trip for a wedding to Cabo, Mexico with my homegirl, Staffy. Yes, it was all inclusive, and we had an amazing time in Mexico. I still have a tan that I have yet to get rid of. Then I got honored at for Fridays with Rufus, celebrating 20 years of my first album. And then I planned the movie night for Project U-Turn for the movie Forge. It was amazing. And yes, here we are for the book signing that I had at Discount Bible. And then it was time for the Michigan State Fair, where I got invited again to do their stage. And it was so amazing. Thank you to family and friends that came out to support me for the State Fair. I am the Block Club president on my block, and so it was time for our annual block party I had to plan and put together. I could not imagine what happened the following week, which I lost my nephew. It was hard to go on a cruise a month after losing our nephew, but we had it already planned and couldn't get our money back, and so we had to go. We were glad to take our parents with us as we stopped in Florida for a day, and then we got on the boat to go to Bahamas, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk. We had a great time, and of course, as you can see, we did some things that we hadn't done before, and it was pretty nice. And then we got back home, and it was time for Halloween with Kids Kicking Cancer, and there is my granny bear, Cody Co. Look at him. And it was Mom's birthday in November that we done a surprise dinner for her that she had no idea. Baby J baby shower was next up, and then I did some vision board parties for DPS, and I had my first Write the Vision session, and my husband did his photo shoot, which I'm so proud of. And of course, our business for Thanksgiving was popping for Molly Cobblers and Pies that my husband really makes some amazing pies. You ought to get you one if you have not. Then we went to the hottest concert in the city with Dietrich Haddon. It was so amazing. And next up, headed to Texas Day, Brazil, and did some Christmas decorating of cookies with my grandbabies at Gilda's. And it was time for Angel Tree that we do at our church every year. And next up, it was my anniversary birthday party. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun. It was my first silent party that I threw. Well, my husband put it together, but it was so amazing. We had so much fun, and everybody that was there was their first time, which I love. So there are going to be many, many more of these. I'm wondering, should I have another silent party? Would you come? Let me know. Go to my website, sunnyday.org, and let me know what you think. Or maybe you want to host your own. That's a thought. We did Christmas, and then we did a surprise party for my dad's 80th birthday, which we put together in less than 10 days. And that is 2024.